Welcome back, guys. This is Provisions Grow Our Stories. I'm Ethan. This is Matt, and our first guest on the show is my mom, Dana, the owner of Provisions Coffee and Kitchen. This is what we run all of our events and our rallies and everything like that off of. You want to introduce yourself?
You did a great job. I'm Dana.
Alrighty, guys. So in this episode, we're going to talk about my first rally that I've ever driven on. So a little bit of backstory. If you don't know what a rally is, it's kind of just basically a big group of cars on a cool route to cool destinations is the best way to explain it. They never let me drive on a rally until this time. So his exception was if I was going to drive, I had to take my mom with me. So kind of an ironic and funny part of a little twist on that. But what he didn't know is that she was even crazier than me. So
I should mention, if it's okay, so we have another vehicle that we'll talk more about. We have a 2024 Elantra N. It's a manual, and I drove the G80 M3. So I was driving the M3. He's driving the Elantra N.
I think you guys are
she's in
missing
the
something
passenger seat.
though. Even before we went on the rally, I mean, you were just, please let me go. Please let me drive. Please let me drive.
This is what I wanted more than anything was to
And
drive on a rally.
we were just having so many side conversations that you weren't even privy to.
Yeah.
And I was basically trying to convince him to let you drive.
Mhm.
And it was my idea to say, hey, listen, if we let you, under these circumstances, that I'll go in the car because I knew I could do that and be okay, and keep you safe, because as a parent you just feel like if you're with your kids, they're safer.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also was explaining to Dad, not around you, like it's gonna humble him because he's gonna be like all these guys that have been driving for so long, and this is gonna be a good experience.
Yeah, keep in mind you got Turbo S's and you've got
GTQRS's,
and we got the Elantra N, and a lot of people don't even know it's like a sleeper car.
So that when people look at that car, it's a Hyundai. So a lot of people are like didn't really know what it was. I give that car a lot of props. It's a great car, especially for rallies. I mean, it's got 6-piston Brembo brakes. It's 3,000 pounds. It's got almost 300 horsepower, and it's front-wheel drive. So for driving rallies, you want a lot of grip. So the front-wheel drive setup is really good for that. So it was really a great car. It's a great car for rallies. So
we told you got to go.
Yeah, so I get to go on a rally. Finally get to drive on a rally.
And you weren't even 18 at the time.
I wasn't. I was still 17. So
and that was why we really weren't sure, because we wanted you to be mature and an adult, but we felt like that was kind of the concession if I was there.
So we get there, we start at Provisions, we're sitting up the cars, and we know everyone pretty well. We'll have a few other people that come on the rallies on here, hopefully. So we stick up the cars, we're getting ready to go. Just know I just decided to get in the front group for the rally. I didn't really know what I was thinking. So.
And there's lots of groups, and we've done rallies before where we kind of know Matt likes to kind of stick to that end group. Everybody's kind of in groups, like we kind of go crazy, like the top group, and then there's like really spirited and very fun, and then just like average, cool,
chill.
like there, and then
sort of like fast,
chill.
medium, slow, and then I'm usually in the medium to slow group.
Yeah.
So we all kind of split in groups, driving capability, how the car performs, comfortability. So I end up getting in the front group. I was super excited. I was ready to go. So we get on, we leave Provisions. We're on this road, and within the first 2 minutes, there was like an ABS experience. Like, car slowed down really fast. I had to hit the brakes hard. She was a little bit upset at me.
Yeah, we were going back and forth for the first couple of minutes.
Yeah, for a few minutes. This was the first time she's ridden with someone who wasn't really going as slow, like, with the front group.
On a rally.
It was, a little bit more overwhelming.
Yeah.
So we're going, we start getting into flow here. And if you want to...
We kind of agreed, that I was going to let you do you, and if I did say something, I was going to have self-control, but if I did say something, you had to respect it.
So she didn't want, the passing on the double yellow lines or anything crazy passes, which is the main thing that when you drive on more and more rallies, you learn that when to pass and when not to pass. Because you realize that you're driving on the road with people who are just driving to church on a Sunday.
Exactly.
So as I've obviously gotten older, I understood that more. But this is like I just wanted to drive as fast as I could. So that was kind of the vibe that I was on at that time. So we're going, and I think the first stop was
gas.
It was a gas stop.
Yeah.
And everyone was kind of like,
who's that?
Who's this kid?
Yeah.
This is before everyone probably knew that was Gabe's brother, who puts on the events, my brother. So everyone's kind of like, what car is that? Like, what is that? And this is before like we were really going crazy. So then we drive to what was the track in Orlando that we were going to?
Circuit Florida.
The Circuit Florida. The main lunch stop was Circuit Florida. That was like the main twisty road, and I'm passing other cars in the rally, like we're really going. And that was like the first time at that we stopped at Circuit Florida where we're getting people coming up to us like dude, what is that car? Like you're driving that thing crazy.
You're driving a Hyundai?
Yeah,
in a rally?
Driving a Hyundai in a rally. That's how it was. So
yeah.
it was definitely pretty crazy. So after the gas stop, we were gonna drive to the hotel, right? It was to the hotel.
I think it was. It's kind of a blur, like all the different stops, because it was such a long time ago. But I remember we were driving over to. It might have been to the hotel.
Yeah, I think it was to the hotel.
It was up to
bridge,
Gainesville.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were headed up to Gainesville.
Yeah, so we were heading up to Gainesville. So I'm in this crazy group. Just everyone that's just nuts. It was Furlan, it was Jay.
Yeah. It was.
So we'll try out a few of these people on the podcast. Maybe
What
they
are
can
the
shed some light
cars
on it.
that you were?
So it was a GT3, it was a C8, it was a Camaro SS, and it was a GT3 RS and a Turbo S. So that was the front group.
An R8.
And an R8.
Yeah.
So a little bit of backstory.
Elantra N.
Yeah, and Elanta N. So Furlan, who was leading the group, he was in the GT3. This is a few years back. So it was like a Rick and Morty rap GT3. And I think he used to be a cop or something.
Firefighter.
He was a firefighter. So there's this bridge, right? This huge long straightaway. And
before we got to the bridge, he was telling us that when we get to the bridge, we're gonna send it, and everybody was like high-fiving each other, and it was like a lot of testosterone was like being pumped around, we're all like, yeah, and I'm like, okay, whatever, so that was kind of the plan. And we get into the car, and he's like, Mom, just so you know, we get this bridge, Furlan says we're sending it,
and
and
she's like, okay, I give you permission,
all right,
let's go. So we go on this bridge, and I just see Furlan get over to the right lane, pull his phone out, and just wave his hand out the window for all of us to go. So now I'm in the front because I was right behind him. He was leading the group. So I just go, man. And with all of these supercars.
It was like, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it, which is like super weird, but it really was a surreal experience because the bridge was pretty much closed down. It was just us on the bridge. There was some kind of arrangement, and it was like, we were like flying, and there was just like these crazy cars next to us, and I am literally holding onto the seat and just looking like side to side, and it's like the water and the sun is shining and blue skies, and we're just like, is this even real?
And we hit 160 miles an hour in the Elantra N with those cars, and she looked over and saw that speed on the dash, and I think that she was just in shock.
I was.
Because
sure.
that is the top speed of that car. Like, that's pushing that car to the absolute limit, 160 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's not going slow. So.
And then it was, we were like said, as soon as we get to the other side of the bridge, then everybody's going back down to the speed limit, going 35, and we had gotten to this stop where everybody was meeting, and it was just the funniest. Just everybody's reaction was basically like coming over to Ethan and like
car and like just checking out the car, like, what is this?
You are amazing. And I'm just standing there in awe thinking, well, like, this isn't very humbling for you at all. This is like the opposite of what I was wanting to happen. But I
was in the back.
He was a very, very good driver, and it just confirmed, you know, like what I pretty much thought and knew that was gonna happen. And you know, it was a great time, and everybody was just like, holy shit, this is amazing. And
that really that was like my first real experience with driving that way. Like obviously I hadn't been to the track yet or anything, but I had a passion for cars. I love driving. Still to this day, it's one of my favorite things to do.
It was your first rally that you drove in, but we had driven in several rallies as a family together, but you were always passenger.
Yeah, I was always passenger in the back seat. So so like after we got to that stop, everyone was coming to check out the car. You know, that was honestly one of my best moments. I feel like that experience with cars. So
and I would say it too for me, even though I mean it was the craziest for sure moment, and I still think probably to this day. But it was such a cool experience, and you know the video for the rally gets posted, and immediately people are like,
"Is that a Hyundai?
Who let that car? Yeah. Who let that car?" And all of the guys that were in all of the supercars were like, "You have no idea how that car drives."
Yeah, I'll see if I can insert that video because I still have it saved on my phone. I think Frankie from Drive Florida posted it.
Frankie
shout out to Frankie.
Like, you don't even know what this kid is doing.
Well, I'll try to insert that video so you guys can see with all the cars in it. It was pretty crazy. But that wraps up everything for this episode. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one.